on Ascent and kind of try and get back in the driving seat.
Okay.
I think that's the best way to describe it. The question then comes is how well are they able to disrupt, you know, this formation? Yeah, exactly, from DRX, because we know that they can sacrifice both sides of the coin in terms of this kind of calculated aggression and being happy to fight for these first bloods.
They're arguably the full package, but Victor, the timing. Oh, he only notes one. He's got to know there's more here. He's got to know, and the crunch comes in. Crashies going to help him out towards RB. Big impact at the start here. Now Mako gets caught as well. Optic really well approached. Beautiful work. Beautiful work. And you're right, this carries on from that prior half, that second half that looked so good to come back in with.
And immediately off the bat, this is what we're talking about, being proactive on defense here with Victor immediately catching this walk through mid. Now Zest in a 1v4, classic in hand. The spike, borderline unattainable. Well, FNS, but getting close enough here where he's able to drift away a little bit, and the rest of the reinforcements are here. Expect Zest to really be able to achieve too much in this scenario. And he's making him work for it.
It'll work for your dinner.
Oh, he didn't actually spot. He's on the jump up there, but Marved.
There we go.
We'll find it. And Optic will post the pistol round. And this is the thing, whether or not this is a trend now that's going to continue. How eager, I mean, there's, again, Victor just kind of on a solo mission. We saw that a number of times on Ascent. We were talking about Ye kind of making these solo attempts to find these opening engagements. We'll have to see how many different looks Optic have for this on the defense.
Well, that's the question, isn't it? I don't want to see that aggression. I still want to see these players having to kind of push constantly and kind of be the proactive player, be the one to be just testing the waters constantly, because I just don't think you can let DRX have that game plan work out so well. The formula they have just perfected just can't be theirs in hand. If it happens, well, we'll get another first half like we had before. However, Optic this time looking way better equipped for this. And of course, on the other side, it's purely classics. So it shouldn't be too much of a strain for Optic. Crashies confirming those suspicions they may have, and yay, oh, so ready for it.
Down A.
More shots to play with as well. Victor gets overwhelmed, kind of left in no man's land there. Crunch down, Crashies takes a little bit of chip damage, but still Ye stands. And when Ye stands, Ye delivers.
One enemy remaining.
And it's all done, clean enough. Yes, the loss on Victor there, but that's fine. You'll keep those four standing and move forward in a great position.
Nothing really achieved there. Crashies already, decent progress towards his Hunter's Fury, just 3 away. Nothing really to write home about on the side of DRX either, but as we come into the buy round here, yeah, you're actually going to throw the Operator in the mix. Very early on, around 3 Operator, yep.
Ooh, that's scary to me.
It is very scary. Whether or not we're going to see him actually swing out here, try and find a deep pick. The two on the other side of this is Stax and RB.
They've got to know there's a chance this would come out to play, but I'm curious to see what they look like as soon as that is fully confirmed in attendance. But yay, proactive. Look at this guy, he's just walking it. Okay, Owl drone to complement as well. Enemy spots RB and sets Ye into motion. There are 2 players here though, it's not just RB alone, as Mike said earlier. But Ye's not stopping. He wants as much of this map as his own. Look at this, he's literally taken over half of the map. What? Stax? No, 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 no! How? How did that happen? How are they so aware of the possibility of that?
We were talking about how deep the setup was on Ascent just to greet some of the aggression on the side of Optic, and how composed they were, how happy they were to sit for most of the round, even coming down to this similar sort of time now, 45 seconds left on the clock. It's just FNS here on B site. Teammates are a million miles away from this. Pop flash is good. FNS dealt with.
Yeah, that is just... that first pick alone is crazy to me, and I've got to say, you want to just keep that off.
Yeah, they got it. They have to.
There's no, you don't even get a look back in it. Yeah, it's a 5v3, but no, you're saving that. I just can't believe they were so ready for it. Just off the back of really like an owl drone and a deep hold. I mean, he cleared that with intention. And how many times do we talk about that, right? That concept of you got to clear everything with intent of a player potentially being there. And it's so easy to say it, like a throwaway comment, but to see someone like that doing it so just rigorously at this point in the game, just the chance that op could come out. So very well prepared, it seems, here.
Another important kill. We talked about We're talking about actually after the previous map, that kill on TFNS over in Tree on Ascent. It's these sort of things. It's the consideration of everything on the side of DRX.
Yes. Wow.
We'll respond here with round 3.
Okay.
See again, if this gets quelled a couple of times, oh,
Look at it. Look at it.
it's just
Man, Stax is good at this game,
the
isn't he?
crouch peak as well. It's
Dirty.
just,
Oof. Okay.
I mean, that just is a perfect example of just how sharp DRX are. These individuals are just insane.
They really are quite the amalgamation of, as said, all that theory craft and then just that dash of power on top.
That's Ye on the other side, by the way.
That's Ye.
Who doesn't miss.
No, he doesn't. Ye is solid as a rock. This guy is damn good as well. He's still trying to find it. He's still trying to be the instigator here. Be playing a little deeper, get in their face, still have to pick yourself back up off the floor and go again and do it again. It's not an easy task. And look at DRX. Clearing everything.
They want to make Optic sweat. I think they're anticipating some of these more proactive plays. Allowing just the tension to build here. Planting the seed. Yeah, he has to be conscious of that now, but I think he had the drop back down anyway, so. Another slow burn here for DRX as they drift back towards A site now. Leave Zest in a little late lurk here towards B. The owl drone just going to come through, and actually Ye is unchecked.
Yeah, don't think he
completely
noticed
unchecked in that corner, and actually the knife going to confirm it's only him there. So lots of information for Optic to act upon here.
Yeah, that high flash came through as well, so they are very certain Optic are in the right place. And they can leave someone like Ye posted up here, let the rest hit that rotation. A little blind to middle, but they're going to explore that for just a second. FNS clears it, but already the site's being taken. Buzz is there, finds Marv. Victor with a quick trade, and Victor actually doubles down. Crashies perfect support from screens, and now you're going to see Stax and Zest presented a very dire scenario with 10 seconds and Spike
left.
lost on the site. So many bodies in between what they want to
standing.
achieve, and Zest, he can get close, do a little bit of damage, but that's about it.
Beautifully played from Optic as well. You get a perfect flash over the top from Stax to enable Buzz to find that opener, but again, the response is there immediately. Again, it's just interesting to see exactly how quickly this comes through, and Victor just responding. And the second one onto Mako is so clean.
Really nice.
Let's see.
For now, Optic
I mean, potential here for a pace change from DRX.
could be the case.
We'll
Might
come
be
back
what they
into
need.
this, I mean, the purchase is comfortable. Crashies does have that Hunter's Fury available. Nothing else at Optic's disposal. He's looking a little more invested here towards A site. All 5 members of DRX present.
I'm waiting to see how much they commit to this, though. There's so much utility in their way.
Rotations come through so early as well.
Yeah, they've pulled the rotations because once again, Ye can just hold so much space for them. If they're not going to challenge him or try and force him away, he's going to basically allow free, quick rotations. DRX now have to do the job almost twice as hard, right? Because his player's already here. Wall goes up, plant goes down. Hunter's Fury going to come in, does get at least a tag on it, but the plant's down. Job done for RB. He'll take that. Obviously not ideal, but you got to take it what you can get. Mako spots out Crashies towards middle. There is still Ye on the back lines. Keep in mind, he's not hit that full rotation just yet. We're looking at post plants now.
Yeah, burn up the fragment very early actually here. Stax. Mako does still have a snake bite left to work with, but Optic has got so much time and space to do this here.
The wall's gone, but the spam! It actually caught him. Stax finds Marved, and Mako still holds the line, and DRX give them a reminder. You got a couple, yeah, Optic, but you ain't getting any more. The pace change was right. It was key, it was focused, and they were so ready in that deep post-plant hold.
And that's even with one of the key pieces of utility there being burnt up pretty early on by Stax, but didn't seem to matter too much. I have to see, you noted again, Ye kind of being posted up. DRX aren't necessarily aware of this. With them not being noted on the Aldro in that previous round, whether or not they look to address B here or in the next. Mako's so sharp.
So sick. I would say though, like you.
I won't say overthinking this, but reading the complete opposite. They want Ye now to be in a position to lock down at least towards A site early on.
So then what's the change towards that B hold, right?
We're going to see this deep wall from FNS though. So he's going to play a little deeper. Back towards site.
Okay, so presence shown from DRX towards B long. Maybe trying to bait out Yay, see if they can try and draw some information. That's a huge reveal.
I just saw a little ping come through just outside A main there. It's like one's going to be posted up to make sure Yay doesn't try that push once again. We saw get punished earlier on.
My mind always goes back to that, like, you know, avoid CNED sort of mentality that worked
go where
long
he
ago. It's working right now. I feel like, okay, just avoid Yay. They've got the right read, and again, not noting presence, they're probably feeling kind of good about this plan. There is still FNS to try and get past it. That's how you do it. Buzz so quick with it. Plant can come in, can anything deny it? RB is low HP. The reveal is free from Buzz. Keeps him safe. He gets his boy back with him. That's 5 now standing. I thought RB was dead and gone.
This is another round that feels like a really comfortable post plant. I love Optic are considering even forcing through on this retake. I mean, Yay very disconnected right now. He's going to be clinging to that operator. See now Victor and Marv just in a position to try and catch an exit potentially, but it's done and dusted.
It's one of those things that has been spoken about for a long time, though, is being left with trying to cradle this operator through and constantly keeping it in play. It does force you into a lot of saves almost instantly. Yeah. It's very hard to try and bring that back in. Maybe go for some, and again, throw into the mix that we know those post-plant percentages for DRX are ridiculous. It is kind of, you're going to see Optic kind of stuck on these sort of, trying to bring over weapons, sitting in saves a great deal, which can kind of start to crash the economy that they've got building.
It's just insane as well. The counter flash is coming through here. Buzz, actually, I mean, the stars align for him here to find the spam through that Viper wall. And that's the sign for Optic to peel away from that B site retake. Again, whether or not we're going to see now, actually, Yay try and put this operator to work.
How can he do it?
Like I said, because you have to go so deep to punish DRX, and actually, they're going to switch things up.
And you say that after he got punished so hard by, I think it was Stax, right? So it's like, hey, keep doing that. You got to try and make it work. And look at the pace of this, but Marv greets it with a smile, finds it, denies it, and Victor holds the line on it. That's gorgeous work from Optic. Don't pick up the pace on them. They are so ready for it.
Again, just perfect awareness of that DRX, almost the trademark hit through mid there. Right place, right time for Marved. Great awareness, and the Prime Gaming flawless comes through for them. Victor on the other side of this, find 2 kills in Kitchen. An absolute shutdown. A big confidence booster. She puts them 1 round ahead now. And actually, not too far away. I mean, Victor's got his ultimate online now. Marved 1 away from the Viper's pit.
Revealing area.
DRX will resort back to a wider default here, and that deep wall does come through for FNS on B main. DRX need to deal with this, honestly. Need to kind of relinquish some of this comfort so that Optic will feel behind it. Mako, for the first time, I feel actually just solo going to go exploring through Tube here, so this if B site is the end goal here, at least for DRX. Will be noted with that, but it's only 1 player noted.
Yeah, and you can see Ye's already started to lean towards middle as well. They're so paranoid about this pressure coming up Tube. You can see 2 players almost keeping eyes towards that Marv to a degree as well. They're switching in and out interchangeably with FNS, but it's Victor to find Mako. So that position, found. That mid presence, dealt with. So all that paranoia could be removed, especially with that knife revealing that it was only him. Now the wall's going to go down, the plant's going to come in anyway. RB will get to keep his life even till the way out. So post-plant with 4 standing for DRX and 5 on the play back in for Optic, and they have to go for it.
Really no snake bites to rely on here. Catch it, but pop the ult on the back of missing that knife. Still, DRX looking pretty comfortable here. Buzz actually forced out by the fragment, but traded out by crashies.
Quick trades for crashies is essential, and RB tries to thread the needle, find a bit of timing. crashies is keeping it all together. FNS on the back lines. He's just being left to rot, and they're going to just bound away, make him work for the meal. And they know what they've done to him, and FNS can do nothing about this round any longer. Do a bit of damage, sure!
The
round, it doesn't matter, man.
I think he'll be able to... just gets away.
Let's go FNS.
Let's see, actually. Sure, they were looking pretty comfortable before that, but in terms of ultimates, I mean... See Optic slightly ahead on that regard. It's a little bit of missed utility. I don't think it mattered too much here, but DRX, like I said, they still look so comfortable. It's able to set up these crossfires here, and even with the lack of Mako's utility, which has been the cornerstone to some of their success on B site so far in Reykjavik, at least here on ICEBOX, still looked pretty solid. I think DRX now feeling as if they found a point of weakness here in Optic's defense.
Look how quickly Ye is pushing down Tube, though. This is fast.
Yep.
This is really quick, and again, no note of a player on the other side. They haven't really explored who's holding that. I guess FNS found some success trying to play that flank before, so maybe something they want to look back towards, but now they know where he is. Wall to try and dissuade. But DRX are locked into this.
Yeah, I was going to say, much safer wall, but it's completely ripped away. So no control on the back of that here. Victor will actually find Buzz, though. And he actually does close down the kill onto FNS.
But look at this over push.
Stax?
Look at the over aggressive. I love it from Stax. You are never out of danger with this player. And he's going to tuck in on the corner. Do they check on this? They've got to. Surely they have to. If RB and the boys can just take their attention, you can see it with those jump peaks. They get to play him in. Detected though. Stax going to note one on the other side. And RB still trying to hold this. They have to push us back. Optics, you don't have time for this one. RB's gone down short. There's still 3 more players. Snakebite comes in. That's the first. And there's the follow-up from Ye. Still needs to do more. Zest keeps them back again. And yes, the shots are there. But the time is starting to dwindle and adds to the hopes of this round. DRX, again and again, are now just hammering that B site.
Absolutely, we saw this execution actually in the series versus Zeta, and they look so comfortable when they're able to get this clean plant, this open plant. Again, reverting back to the old school, right? This comfort in the utility. Again, Stax actually digging just as deep, and it's pretty much always a solo attempt from him. The wall comes up, the plant goes through, and Stax is just sent on a little solo mission and able to capitalize perfectly. Zest actually making use of the shock darts as well. And closes that one out. Like I said, DRX have found their weakness. They want to exploit it here, Lauren.
Can't use this.
This is going to be gutting. There's nothing more infuriating to losing to a very similar thing over and over. Now that could change it though. This could make DRX potentially reaccount for things.
I was going to say Marv tagged there, but nobody actually in position.
Close enough. Oh! FNS? FNS? Hello? Oh, you got a frenzy! How you getting 2 frags? What's just happened?
I think DRX have read that as kind of Marved solo and he's panicked and popped his ult there. I don't know if FNS was noted in terms of utility or anything before that, but absolutely makes it work. And actually with another miss, Zest is going to punish it.
It's so rare to see this.
They do have the res, and obviously DRX are going to be forced towards A site, so opportunity for Optic to be 5 standing once again.
That res can be coming in when we'll see FNS get around to it. Now trying to get towards the site, but denied easy access. Now it has to be with that rifle out mentality, trying to catch the cross. Not going to get it, but the res comes in, so they know the timer is now ticking on players on the back lines. Chip damage galore, but it's Marv to turn the screws first. Stax with a quick denial and a pop with the ult as well. Zest trying to hold close sight. Stax still just lingering around on this, and FNS is closing in. He's still predicted it, but he still gets the shot. Zest, 1 is all he's going to get. Great play back in by Optic. And FNS, what a mad round.
Oh, it's crazy. It's almost actually a rare example of just a lack of discipline from DRX. You noted the Aldrone did tag Marv, but it baited FNS in perfectly with a frenzy. Really great round. Again, I think DRX is thinking, yeah, he's solo. He's popped the Viper's Pit to try and slow us down. Let's try and get a little closer. Maybe get control of backside yellow that the Viper's Pit didn't cover. But FNS with a frenzy of all things. With that and the shorty, we've seen enough shorty gameplay at this event to last us a lifetime.
Never enough.
Well, that's up for debate.
Is it?
Yeah.
Right.
I'll find them.
Frenzy second in that list, by the way.
I love a frenzy.
Of course you do.
What do you mean?
Get out of my way!
You sound like Doug.
That's horrible. I can't believe you said that. I can't believe you've done this. Purchase this time, looking at it, weird from DRX. You got that rifle on Zest, and then it's just whatever they found in the kitchen drawer.
Shorty.
One of your favourites.
Good.
Good.
Buzzer's got shorty.
It's alright, RB's got a frenzy. I'm happy.
We do have the Blade Storm to work with here. Zest actually one off the Hunter's Fury as well, so opportunity to convert this. 4 members of Optic, though, towards A site, and that's the FNS over towards mid. They've adjusted on the back of this deep wall towards B main. It gives them so much control. Almost read right into this hit.
I don't think you're going to get much of a chance with that Buzz. Optic playing those deeper lines pretty well. A little bit of chip damage though towards Vic. They've got to be careful. You can see that DRX have almost hit the brakes. They've taken a little bit of space. Have to respect the utility to a degree. But they're waiting to see maybe if Optic are willing to over-challenge, potentially over-peak something, and they're just not right now. This is disciplined play from Optic. Underhand flash. Mako makes it away alive.
30 seconds left.
Going to try and catch this rotation, but already with no pressure
Ooh,
coming towards site. Going to try the same thing again. The trademark again, Marved straight into this position, but actually drops down, so Buzz actually going to catch this plant.
Okay, this changes things. That's at least going to put them in the post plant here. DRX still, I feel like they're working from, the back foot. Look at the purchase that they've got. It's not pretty, and that's not nice, is it? Frenzy on the other side, slowed. Yay. Don't go around there. Just go another way. It's a trap around this corner as crashies is there too. And time's being bought by this. They're desperately trying to clear kitchen. They know the DRX like to dig in deep here, but how are you going to do it? Buzz ready to put his life on the line for it. Going to be finding Mako at least with crashies. And Buzz starts to build up. Quick denial. And he actually gets out of there. He turns around. Doubles down. And takes down crashies. But it's only 2 against 2. And he spots out one. Victor now noted below. But on the spike, stax pulls off FNS. The timing is gone. The clock has ticked away. A DRX, man, they've got some weird and wonderful looks and making that work on a thrifty round.
I always love seeing that
Last
one, though.
round in
Always
the
love seeing that one. Again, Buzz gets himself in a position to make absolute use of the Blade Storm and potentially the Shorty in that scenario. Optic, unfortunately, I mean, it's almost decided by time here. The fact that Buzz survived, was that 12 HP went down to? I didn't even catch it there on the replay, but what a round. Again, Optic have the benefit of coming back through. It almost looked like Marved was ready for that same hit again, that audible to come through, but he drops off site.
Oh, unfortunate. Oh, and a perfect beginning. Well, instantaneously finding Buzz.
Res available, so if DRX can slow this down a little bit, but it's not necessarily safe. And Marved actually gets himself into a position to punish the res if it does come. Yeah, you can see that right there.
Just going to mark his man. Absolutely worth it. And what does DRX do with this? Because they have to try and re-clear this entire area.
They do. I mean, Zest has still got his drone.
Okay.
And Stax is going to have his knife back off cooldown pretty soon, but depends just how hard they clear this. Although they're considering Marved has got himself into this spot. Is that wall going to be coming down? Yeah, it does just fall now. The drone going to come through, but it's dealt with. RB might stick this.
Okay, they've gone for it, and they're going to leave Optic close enough to be maybe punished off the back. Marv's still going to find Buzz again, though. He's not getting away from this, and Zest's going to take the space. Marv's still there, still holding. Finally dips away a little bit deeper. You're going to have FNS playing over by that yellow box. Going to have a little bit of a glimpse at it, but again, they haven't made the progress they wanted. Yeah, they pushed them back a little bit on B, but that's about it.
Great support from FNS, though, to deal with that drone and allowing Marv to punish that res once it comes through. Really heads up stuff from Optic. Should actually note 2 players here as well.
This is terrifying. Isolating Marv, they've seen him. Still need that plant, though. You know that they want to go for this. FNS still chomping at the bit. Turns it on the flash. The support system from DRX is unreal. No opportunity given for Optic there, and the instant lockout with the ult coming in.
Spit makes it that much more impossible. Yay, the 1v4 presented. He's good, but this is a tall order versus DRX.
HP being just ripped away from him. The time was not there. I mean, this is the sort of map that I wanted to see between these two, Mike, because it has been close the whole way, this back and forth, this building off each other, the information that we had, that ability to avoid Yay. So much happened in this first half.
I mean, it's not often we ever say Yay is absent from any series or any map in particular, but this was actually down to DRX just literally navigating away from him.
Yes.
Again, the stars aligned for them. Yay hasn't been absent through poor performance, it's just been through completely being played out of the map.
all on the line now, right? It's all in front of them. Optic have a chance here, a real chance. They've kept the scoreline close after what I would say was DRX doing very well at their plan, doing very well at what they wanted. They tried to avoid EA and achieved that, right? Beautiful work on the way back through, but 5-7, it's still feasible here for Optic. So they have to start with a strong step forward.
Definitely do, and the pistol round will be the first obstacle for them. Yeah, you're actually going to drift through, actually past the orb here. Nobody on the other side of DRX in position to greet him. The wall's actually going to go up, going to force Optic towards the right side of 410. Things will slow down for a moment. The presence shown elsewhere either, Laura. They forced away with some utility. Got to be careful here not to give away this first blood. Optic happy to wait for an overstep on the side of DRX, which doesn't happen often.
No, it really doesn't. Discipline is so notable with them. I wonder how long Victor's going to be waiting for anyone to maybe overstep. I just don't think they will. So it looks like, well, Optic now have to be the aggressors. Take a little bit more of the space themselves. Mako's still not entertaining much of this idea. It has opened up a chance for Marved. Are they still watching this? Zest did find Jett, and actually, it's just Optic in body bags right now. Marved, he's got to try and do something. It's just not working. Oh, no.
Zest just didn't even know where he was getting shot from, and then Buzz stood behind him.
I have
Optic,
found him.
unfortunately, tried to wait out the majority of that utility, but again, DRX happy to just sit on the back of it. Felt no pressure elsewhere. Like I said, no real presence noted elsewhere on the map. Yeah, Marved in a position where he kind of has to wait for something to happen. It's not on him in this scenario at all, but DRX just landed all the shots. Comfortable. Barely broke a sweat, honestly.
Yeah, and they just didn't really fall for anything Optic were trying to sell. No over-aggression, no lack of discipline. Happy to just dig in deep, sit there, and just say, all right, boys, you're on the attack. We don't need to swing any corners. We can be chilling. For now, though, you do see, of course, the round going back in is going to be classics. That's about all she wrote. Okay. RB just rips off Crashy's head. Oh, playing Doom. Nice. There's Mako waiting on the back of the site now. So, again, this is, you know, anything would be good for Optic out of this one, considering the purchase, but maybe time to just formulate a plan, get a read of the game as best they can with tangible proof in front of them.
Optic going to look to re-explore elsewhere, but Buzz posted up with that Martian. I think with silence falling upon a site, DRX are going to be feeling as if this rotation should come through, at least on the back of Buzz's contact here. Actually, a miss on the first here. FNS will escape with his life.
Oh.
Not on the second one.
Oh, okay, Buzz. All right. Fair enough. Saw a little bit of that from Scream, but yeah, Buzz is quite good at it too, isn't he? Oh, he's going again. Why not? Yeah, go on, Buzz. Just railguns him down, and Optic didn't really get anything that they wanted out of that. So, not quite double digits against them yet, but this buy is pretty critical.
Yeah, it is. I mean, this is DRX knocking on the door of double digits. Optic need to stop them here. Because that deficit becomes more and more concerning. As we know, with 7-5 half, you don't get too many opportunities really to have a say back in this second half unless you stop them here in round 15.
I mean, they've got a bit of buy, right? This would have to be so, like, tailor-made or tragic, whichever way you want to look at it, for this to not go Optic's way. But look at the early work. Buzz has pushed himself up here, and it seems like he's ready. FNS was very prepared for that. And big information found again. Zest, though, knows what's up. He has to respect that and readjust.
Great awareness again. Buzz just looking to make use of this Spectre and play close contact outside garage, but Optic on the back of that.
Bit of timing could happen here.
Yeah, as I say, FNS might be left exposed. Zest. Oh, no, he's actually not going to opt to swing, but he's going to catch the timing. Victor actually there to actually save FNS, honestly.
Yeah, 100%. It looked like he was dead in the water otherwise. You can see them trying to just find these kind of cheeky moments, these small opportunities to try and punish, but so far so good for Optic. They've got 5 standing. They're working towards the site. Nice work from Marved. Bodies down RB, and now Mako and Stax. Not really got Actually, this Marco's positioning could be a nuisance, I guess,
Last
but
player standing.
yeah, he's all alone now. So Optic doing perfect work. This is exactly what I want to be seeing. Marco shouldn't be still alive.
But he
This
is.
is weird.
30 seconds left.
No. Come on, FNS. It's a formality. It's 8 HP. There we are. Lovely. Right, so Optic do exactly what was needed, right? A clean round, not falling foul to any of the little tricks and ideas and concepts that maybe DRX were trying to come up with. It's good. That's 4 standing and 4 rifles now to be filtered back around if needed.
Great awareness from FNS as well, just to hold for a pick like this, and that's Victor right there. We talked about bailing FNS out. Because Zest actually had god timing there as soon as FNS went for that mid wall. Really, really well handled there by Optic. Will force a full repurchase out of DRX. Again, actually, Optic leading in terms of this ult cycle as well. Victor won off his ultimate. The res not too far away, and again, Optic happy to play this out very slow, and Buzz going to try and take the space
Great
here.
flash. The flash at least gave him an opportunity, and he does get away alive. 33 HP, barely breathing, but still standing. FNS with the spike, though, a little further ahead than the others. You got to be a little cautious on this one, because that could get lost in no man's land, and Marco now aware of it. There's pressure coming in, but he's still on his own. He needs some support here. Finally, the boys make it up there with him, and Marv's going to find Stax's number. Quick follow-up as well. Marv's not stopping. He's going to find Buzz too. Now, as much as they're trying to crunch towards this, pinch back into this, Zest going to try and find a fight on it, and Victor still looking around for it. He's right in between them all. The wall goes up, and FNS just tries to buy a second of time here.
Good position Victor's got into, though. He's actually got himself all the way back into spawn, and that's actually going to pull Optic back towards A. He had perfect knowledge of RB's rotation.
Oh, crashies. Surely Zest doesn't. He does! It was a bit of a lazy clear, and he gets punished for it. Crashies finds Zest, and now that's one of those rotations instantaneously denied.
Great work from Victor there to find that timing. It's just RB left. I don't know if you can do any damage here in this round. Force Optic to repurchase. Crashies will fall. Again, don't expect him to find another here with where FNS and Victor are positioned. Again, great response initially. I mean, the flash looked perfect for Buzz. I think just a second's hesitation on which corner initially to clear. And he wasn't able to find that open up. Optic will find their 7th, bring it within 2 here on ICEBOX. So RB did look to challenge towards FNS there, but not really worth it. We want to try and hold on to this with, again, untagged. We'll hold on to the light shield as well, but it felt like so much time that FNS is isolated here. The DRX just, they literally can't close out that kill with somebody in window kind of cutting off those reinforcements coming through from mid. So really unfortunate for them, but I'll say a missed opportunity there by DRX.
Yeah, but what a moment now for Optic to potentially start bringing that scoreline right back all even almost, right? This hero rifle that Buzz has, a little bit of light armor behind it and some sheriffs.
Poison orb emitting.
Surely this is Optic getting 8 now.
Poison's off.
I say that.
Buzz all the way through.
Caught him sleeping. If they are not going to be keeping control of that, the chance someone's going to get aggressive these rounds, that's a pretty respectable punish from DRX. And now crashies, that's his job to deal with now. He has to be so aware of the chance that someone's going to overpush that.
That's going to punish Mako as well. Stax tucked all the way into spawn. Can DRX find anything else in this round?
We've got the rifle, right? So you've got RB and Buzz now, both better equipped, but they just don't have any step towards the site. They held a little bit of CT, but now it's yet the underhand flash!
Are you joking?
Stax! You are something else! Catching Victor too? One was enough, and crashies ain't clean with it right now. He got a tag, and it's not going to do enough of what he needs. And now FNS, where are you in this? And you're dead! They are just swinging him down! Crashies desperate to try and do it. But now time. Has he bought enough time? On the defuse. Just gonna hold this down as best they can and pray and hold their breath.
0.04, Lauren. No way Optic closed that out. Crashies with the heroics. The Hunter's Fury perfectly timed. Somebody with full HP. I don't know why they didn't stick the first half, but it was a low HP member of DRX, I think, initially that gets on this half defuse.
There's a tap.
Oh my word. It felt like that one was in the bag for DRX.
Yeah, with no right to it either. That was a hero
Deployed.
rifle and a little bit of a lazy beginning for Optic, just not holding that push up.
What a crazy round. Stax going huge, Zest going huge for DRX, but Optic still close that one out. So they can build upon that now. A little bit of adjustment actually in terms of Mako. As B site hold this wall here set up specifically for the retake. And now Marved going to be hyper aware of any aggression coming through on the side of Buzz, but it's just him with an operator to hold down A site, Lauren. And Optic, as if they want to swing back that direction. See, it's a very deep angle held by Buzz, actually.
Yeah, it is.
Actually, just destroying the wall is going to pull a little bit of a rotation out of DRX.
They're going back towards B, though. It's kind of like a double fake for now, almost. Trying to give the idea of them.
I mean, expect Mako to kind of play anti-plant here, at least slow things down, do a little bit of damage with the snake bite, force them off. This sort of free setup here.
30 seconds left.
Wall goes down. See the damage, has to respect it. Can't get the plant in, and now that utility pours through, and leaving it this late will allow that utility to do work, so they need Ye to get busy. Try and find them some safety for this plant because they've got 13 seconds. Nothing else can stop this. If it denies it, it's a problem. Ye's still going to do well. Zest with the trade out though. And Hunter's Fury coming in as well. Zest's going to send it down, try and clear space for the boys to try and make the play, but Marved almost made a meal of it, but he keeps control, and Optic tie things back up. We've got a game on our hands finally.
Beautiful work from, I mean, so late in that lurk, but he comes through in the perfect timing just to still catch that Zest in that Hunter's Fury. Given the space and absolute sheriffs across the board. Optic Gaming now sit on the Res, the Viper's Pit, and the Tour de Force. So lots of tools at their disposal, but
You want to play? Let's play.
that's actually the shot.
He's going.
Actually
It's
missed it.
full
Buzz
unleash.
straight up here.
Buzz still finds
down
two.
A.
Takes down Ye and Marved. Can they make anything more of this? Because RB hasn't stopped either. A little bit of chip damage, but the rifles reign supreme.
That's tough because in this round in particular, FNS has the res, so they can completely cancel out this first blood and the second kill as well. Still have themselves an advantage. These weapons unretrievable here for DRX as well, so have to ride this one out with the Sheriff's Victor actually going to find the last tag onto Mako there. That should be the green light. Zest, next one up here, will be dealt with handily. Stax can do anything else in this round. FNS actually will catch the audio cue. Knows exactly where Stax is coming from.
Oh,
See, Stax went down.
there we go. Right. Optic 10. Now that was all basically on does Buzz find some like mad amount of impact. He did find two, but as you highlighted with Res still in play, I guess they bring that out, but a 10-9 Optic in the lead. Let's see what DRX have in store, because that timeout should have been for this round. So we'll see how they try and adjust off this. Still good.
Flash is actually perfect there as well. Didn't even note that in there just because it wasn't the two kills that came through didn't have an assist on the back of them, but
see what it did though.
I mean with that there in that round, does it force Optic to play a little slower here? Still going through the motions here, the owl drone out onto A site. Actually, look how deep Victor's playing behind it as well.
Powerless.
Pop and the ult. So Victor really giving this notion of there's a lot of presence here, but it is just him. They've respected, they've fallen back, and this could play in really well towards FNS, potentially trying to go for a punish through kitchen.
Got to be the power player here for DRX.
He's on his own. He's on
Yeah.
an island right now. Marved.
Marv with the backstab, look at that.
Beautiful punish through kitchen. Just that pop of the ult forced them to play deep towards the back of kitchen. Buzz still though standing, spots one towards yellow. He's going to isolate it, finds it, takes down Ye, goes back for more, but Victor in the back line still doing work. Still a chance in this for DRX. There's that man right there, but he can only do so much as FNS took so much space away from them.
It had to be the one to make a play here. Unfortunately, Buzz falls. Just leaves Mako left here for DRX. And a 1v3, spike planted on B site. Again, Optic playing deep, very disconnected from this. Actually, perfect sightline for crashies as well.
Okay, Mako. Should be crashies, right? Yeah, little step. Okay, player noted. Good shot. Still a little bit of time to play with it. The follow-up, oh, he's dangerous!
Headshot FNS,
oh,
man.
he's dangerous. I thought that was like a formality almost, but no, showing there's a little bit of threat to them. But it's 11 now for Optic. And look at this streak that they've gone on.
This is after dropping the first two as well. Also with DRX. Well positioned to close this out. After that initial save, it was 7-5 in the first half as well. Huge advantage to come into the second half with, and then to get the pistol and round two.
It was a great call.
Optic looking honestly flawless right now on their attacking half.
This is something to watch, man. This gives you hope, right? Like, you're looking at MAP2 now, it's looking so feasible. And patience being displayed by Optic here. Holding the line, waiting to see if there's any of that aggression, any dabble of a new look coming through. Anyone getting overzealous potentially from DRX, because you don't often get them, you know, playing from behind. Yeah, you're going to start taking that space towards the middle of the timing. Going to force the shot out by the Al drone. That resets everything now.
Again, it's going to be Victor to be the tip of the spear for Optic towards A site here. Let's have Marved in support this time around. How deep he wants to explore as RB. Speaking of exploring, he's drifted through towards mid here, down tube. He might actually catch this rotation, or at least the cross back towards A. At least here's all of this information. Yeah, you can see it immediately, that's relayed.
Yeah, Mako quick to try and put up the defenses, but the flash. Well, Victor! What a god tier entry work from Victor. Zest still trying to find a bit of room to work, but actually RB's there with him as well. Victor goes down. This round ain't over just yet, but Zest has to face some music. He can't stand anymore. And Optic just explosive in approach. And DRX can't withstand the pressure. Buzz tries to play on the flank, punishes Yay. But he's still two alive. In the ult, 13 seconds. They've got to get the split down. It's a flash and a drop. Stax from above. Death from above. Stax gets DRX back on track.
Beautiful stuff. After Optic have the advantage on the way in there. You can see as soon as that information is relayed, Mako immediately hits that Viper's Pit, but straight away stripped away from DRX. Victor with the opening. Look at this, no fear on the way in. Catches Mako. And this here as well, Zest does so well to find this kill. Buzz, again, we saw on the X-ray there how close he was to finding a second through the Viper's Pit, but Stax, again, a safe pair of hands for DRX, cleans that one up.
That's the first time I've really seen bigger impact coming out from DRX here. Optic have been just so in control so far. How many more looks do Optic have, or did DRX really get much of a read of the grand plan here? Already Zest gonna get a fair crack of information. And mid lurk coming in as well. A lot of presence there. RB gotta be careful now, red alert. Yay, FNS Marved all on the other side, and the exchange of utility to try and neutralize the area.
Zest in position there, surprised not to see him make use of the shock darts.
Poison's on.
Forcing Optic back down tube. Again, they will refer back towards A site here. Crash will send out dart towards B, and actually it's going to note Buzz. They're going to know exactly where he is with the operator now. On the other side of things, actually RB falls.
It's open for the taking. A is completely vacant. They're fine, they can walk on in. Zest not having what he needs, but actually
Stax, what?
Stax got that? Oh, fair enough. Okay, it's back down to a 4v4 apparently. Now Optic should have a little bit of time to set up in this post plant though. They should. They stick around. They're not sitting deep at all.
Stax has got the ult here. He has to wait out this suppress, but this is huge. He's got full util as well. 6 seconds for the knife.
With that jumper point, near it is. Ult gets popped, they gotta make this work. Buzz gonna go first with the operator to hand, spots a player towards Hell, gonna try and do what he can. Dives on in, Victor! Great work, but only for so much. And now Stax in the 1v2, Crashies and Yay still standing for Optic. They want 12, and they're gonna get 12!
DRX, the desperation on the way back in there. Optic stand strong. They find themselves map point, ready to force a third here versus DRX. And they've looked fantastic in this second half, Lauren.
Yes.
So well controlled. That was the spam through from stax. The last bullet to find that one.
Enemy remaining.
Yeah, just a little bit of mistiming there with Buzz trying to dash on with a shorty, make use of it, but like I said, the crossfires so robust from Optic.
That's a good spot.
Oh, well, deja vu here. Finesse pursuit. A flash this time around, though, it's going to punish.
That's different.
Nice little adjustment on this
Yes.
push, though, just to enable Buzz.
And such a micro adjustment as well. You think that wasn't even just like the last round. That was a throwback quite some time ago now. It's a big adjustment, good way to identify and get that rifle back into hand and dip away.
An Optic similar setup once again here. Buzz, let's find that upgrade. And I think actually just spotting one member will be confirmation on the back of Marv's wall coming through. But Optic feel as if they got the benefit of this rotation here. But again, now Mako will be noted. Optic looking to close down this kill. Zest has got to bail him out. He's going to find one.
He's good for one. That's given him a chance, right? That's still the rifle on the back of the site. Now you've got RB here. Oh, that was so down to the wire. But Mako, have they kept control? Yes, they have. Crashies finds him. And now you're seeing the numbers start to dwindle for DRX, but they're still going to try and do what they can. Yay with the trade, though. RB, how much more can you do? Still trying to fight with everything he has. It's down to the 1v1. Trying to bait the res.
Yeah, he's read it.
Yay, do you know what's up? Oh, stax finds him.
Stax coming through again. The Red Bull clutch for DRX. Yay had the read as well.
He was so ready.
Wow.
Oh,
Optic
it's a
actually going to call the
timeout.
timeout here.
It's a timeout.
I mean, the only one missing the money to purchase here being FNS. Yeah, he does have the tour de force available, but look at this. You can see just the moment that he comes up onto road there. Yeah, that could have.
10 seconds. This is going to be unbelievable. I didn't think we'd get here. DRX just from the darkest of corners, finding just the moments they need. But yay, quick off the rip. He wants that peak. He's happy to take a little bit of the reveal, but backs away now, respecting the damage that could come in on the other side.
Setup looking so much tighter here from Optic. That might be the intention. Again, it will be Buzz called upon here for DRX. Actually will be noted on the back of the knife here, so Bladestorm unavailable, but he does have the Spectre to fall back on.
My ultimate is ready. I have the spike.
So close to that corner. Flash. Was there a swing? I don't think so. He didn't fully peek around it. He's actually dipped back away. Doesn't want to stick around too late. They're allowing the
fully
plant.
giving this up, yeah.
Now Hunter's Fury might be something they want to utilize to try and do some damage off it, but they don't find anyone with this. And that was one of the key factors that could have worked pretty well. And now the plant's going to come down. FNS just going to tank what he can, but he's got to get out of danger. And the plant is down. Optic now have the time on their side.
Marved again in this late lurk. He could be pivotal for Optic here in this round.
The DRX now starting to build their way back in. Yay, going to connect towards Buzz. Danger Man down. Yay, he finds another. An Optic sending him up. Look at Marved. The timing's gorgeous. The shots are there. And stax has to face the music. It's a 1v5. This man's good, but he ain't that good.